Hey everyone, I want to give you a sabbatical update. I think we're 2 months into this now. It's challenging but refreshing, meaning I'd love to come back, but I know that this is probably the last time I might be able to do anything like this, and it's a season where I'm praying and fasting. I'll be able to talk about that more a little bit later on the next update video I do. And again, we're praying about it week by week. I want to feel that release from God to know, okay, it's accomplished its purpose. Now it's time to get back. It was kind of hard. I wanted to preach on Easter, and we talked about it, but, Abram's been doing such a great job, and I know Easter is the Super Bowl of church services, and I thought it'd be great just to, keep that going as much as I want to come back, but then that might be weird to then take some time off again. So anyway, we're going week by week with the elders. No clear direction yet. Guessing we'll probably definitely go through the month of April. We've got some things where we're going to be out of town, and I can share more on the next video of what God's really doing in my heart, praying and fasting, what that looks like. And that'll be exciting when I release that. So spent some of the weekend with Pastor Rob McCoy, and Morgan went. We had lunch with his wife and him, and just talking about what's going on in our nation. And I was able to just briefly give a couple exhortations at each of their services. Felt really good, but it also, reminded me of the need to just take some time and rest. And that's where you're seeing these articles come from. I'll put them in the description if I can think of it. If you haven't seen the last two on spiritual awakening, you got to see it. And I'm releasing a third one today, March 31st. The title is something like why I said Trump could lose and why I believe that happened. What's happening in our nation? What in the world is going on? So I'm going to put that article and in the description as well. So anyway, a couple things. We are planning a meet and greet for June 5th. That's a Saturday, June 5th at 2 p.m. So if you're new from like Jethawk Stadium even to currently, if I haven't met you or you've never had a chance to go to a meet and greet, you've got questions about the church, I'll be there, Pastor Abram, our wives. Mainly I'm going to answer questions about how the church came about, our theology, questions you might have, our future vision for the church, our plans. Any question is well, most questions are not off limits as long as it's, a good question. And so anyway, Pastor Abram will be there, our wives, and you can get to know us a little bit, talk to us. So that's on June 5th, put that down. And then also on July 4th, Sunday, July 4th, we are having a July 4th potluck after the second service. And I want to have a contest to see who can bring the healthiest food items. Anyway, joking, kind of not joking, but anyway, talk to Karen Hicks if you want more information about that. We'll be coming out with more information. Obviously, it's no need to focus on anything right now, but we might need some help with setting up tables, maybe like a bouncy house, help with the kids, So if you can help in any of those areas, let Pastor Abram know and Kyla know, and also Karen Hicks. I think I wrote down, also our website is being updated. It's going to be more user-friendly, much like an app on a phone. So it's going to be just easy to find things. It's going to be reworked to where it's just more, I don't know what the right word is, more compact to work on it as an app on a phone and also, of course, on the computer. And then we're still shooting for starting the stadium again. What would that be? June 12th. That's a Saturday, June 12th. That would be the first Saturday. And again, we're praying about it. Is it available every Saturday? What's our team capable of? What's God doing? And so that's the plan. We don't have anything written in stone yet. June 12th, and we'll be launching those Saturday evening services at the stadium again. And then, of course, meeting Sunday mornings for the 9 and the 11. And also we've got our 6 a.m. Sunday morning service I would encourage you to get to. I'm hesitant to say this, but I'll say this, and if it's not true, I can apologize later, but I think it's true. But the 6 a.m., I believe, is probably one of the most important services we've ever offered, because that's where you can get on the altar. See, our church stages need to become altars again. That's what I mentioned in the article I just released today. And that's where we find ourselves praying for our nation. That's where we find ourselves contending for our families. That's where we find ourselves being broken and humble before God and allowing Him to fill us with the Spirit. And then from that comes ministry, comes Christian service. So of course the 9, the 11 are very important, but I think there's something special about that time of just not being in a hurry, not looking at the clock, and being on our face before God, or in the pew, wherever you're at, and making that time so special that God becomes a priority. It's difficult getting up early. God woke me up at 2:30 this morning. I know I'm a little bit tired, but I had a choice. Do I stay in bed, or do I get up and finish this article that he was just downloading stuff on my heart? So anyway, looking forward to seeing everyone. We don't have the exact date yet that I'll be back. Again, we know that this might not ever happen again. So as much as I do want to come back and see everyone and begin preaching, I know that God's still working in my heart, and I'm excited to talk about that a little bit more on the next video. So again, check the description, make sure to look at these articles, and I'll see you hopefully on June 5th, if I haven't met you before, at the meet and greet. And if I do know you, and it's about coming back to church, we'll be playing that by ear. I don't know the exact date yet. We've talked about Mother's Day. We've talked about sometime, the middle of May or whatever, or June 1st. Maybe June 1st will be the date to come back. Or God might say, hey, no, now's the time, end of April, last week in April. I don't know. So I'm just kind of playing it by ear, praying. And I know when that release comes. I know what that looks like. I know what it feels like. I know what to look for. So anyway, we'll keep you posted, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.